If you've never heard of alloy yachts before, you will find this video about the 41-meter alloy Destination absolutely fascinating. And if you have heard of alloy yachts, then I really don't need to say very much. I already know that you will watch this from beginning to end and drink in the images and information about one of the world's greatest sailing yachts. When I heard that she had become available for sale, I immediately sent my trusted production team over to film her, and first I asked them to speak to the captain to get an insight into the history of the yacht.
Destination's been a big part of my life. I was the build engineer as it was being built, and I was the engineer on board her for the first 2 years. After that I left for a short time, and then I've been running Destination since 2005. In that time we've taken it around the world multiple times, up to Alaska, Nova Scotia, through the Pacific, Caribbean, Indonesia, down to Antarctica, Red Sea. We've taken it everywhere, and we've chartered successfully in the Pacific and in the Caribbean. I think one of the things with Destination that makes it so easy to sail is everything is repeated on both dashes, and you can switch from side to side. You don't have to think about where stuff is. It's built logically. Just think where you would expect to see it, and that's where you'll find it on the dash. So essentially we can sail the boat with one person. We always have extras like the mate up around the mast when we're hoisting the main, just for the safety, just so we don't have a problem.
Well, it's great, of course, to hear from a captain who loves the yacht that he's running and has extensive experience of sailing throughout the world with her. But Destination also has a broker representing her who is an absolute legend in the world of selling large sailing yachts.
The Dubois design of Destination is completely timeless. She is ageless because of that design. It's in combination with the spectacular condition that she's in because of all the upgrades and the really significant improvement that has been done on the boat during her years. She really now, in this current market, ticks all the boxes. In the actual layout inside, for example, you have the upper salon, the lower salon, all filled with light. You have dining in the upper salon. You have a huge, beautiful media room below. You have your guest staterooms and owner stateroom all aft. And then the crew all forward with the galley. So that leaves a very livable place for people. Also then you have eating outside, covered. And then further on you have the outside area that can be used aft. And then also forward, you have that beautiful area that the owners developed. And it's a place where somebody can go to be private, to get the fresh air with not being in the lee of anything, and just see beautiful space and sea in front of them. And that was actually designed. When they take the dinghy out, they can put the seating up, and you could do yoga there with the mats. It's a beautiful space, and that has also been developed. So her spaces work for so many different constellations of people and so many different ages of people.
The images speak for themselves as far as the beauty and design of the yacht is concerned, but I asked my video team to dig into the upkeep and the maintenance of the yacht too. Apparently quite a few upgrades were made on board over the years, and I really did want to know about them.
Yeah, so over the years when we take the boat into a shipyard, we don't just do the routine maintenance. We get that done, and then we always try to take on another project, whether it's some improvement to the boat. We've done dashes multiple times, we've replaced rigging, we've currently got EC6 fore and aft rigging, sewage treatment plants, the latest from Haman, something that's not needed on a boat like this, but going to places like Antarctica and up to Alaska, we try to do the best by the environment whenever we can. One of the big projects we undertook in the refit in 2019 and 2020 was the addition to the side door. It just makes entry into the boat so much easier, safer for elderly people and even young kids alike. With the side door, it gives us the option of coming alongside if it's too much pitching and it's too hard to access the back of the boat. And it also is a nice place in the afternoon. You can put the door down, put an inflatable mattress out there, and it's sort of the go-to lounging spot in the afternoons.
In the refit that was finished at the end of 2020, which was about a 2-year refit, they ended up spending almost $4 million. And that isn't an uncommon way that they use their money to invest such detail and such care in upgrades and also in the maintenance that they do normally, and also really insignificant improvements to the boat. And one of the improvements, for example, that has made such a difference to their lives is the side platform that they have. It's stable, it's a place where they can sun and it's like a beach actually. And so they use it like that. And that in itself was $750,000, but it doesn't stop them from doing what they need to do and what they want to do. And they have such pride, and so does the captain, in making this a really beautiful boat in all ways. So through the years, with her rig and with the way that she's run, she's modified her rig and modified the deck layout in some ways that make her easier to sail, more efficient, and it's very relevant to exactly what's being built today.
Destination was also built to ABS specifications. We've currently just finished our 20-year survey. We passed with flying colours on that one, and we don't have anything else due for another 4 years at this stage.
When I hear reports of yachts such as this on the market, I have to admit to feeling more than a little envy for the next owner. No doubt an individual with a great love of the ocean and a passion for sailing. Characteristics that Captain Mike and Anne also have in common.
To have the opportunity to buy an alloy boat, which is considered one of the most premier sailing yacht builders in the world, to even be able to buy one of these in itself is a value and a great opportunity. And to buy one like this in such great condition and so updated, so beautifully maintained and lovingly cared for, you just can't beat that. They say that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. But in this case, it's about destination.